Come with us where the corn is popped and the throwback Thursdays never stop. It's a magical land not far away. All you have to do is just press play. So hop on the couch and close your eyes. Gonna party like it's 99. Join us, watch the movies of our lives with Blockbuster Wives.
Welcome to Blockbuster Wives, where your two favorite 90s babies talk about movies from the era of a certain blue and yellow video rental store. I'm your host with the most late fees, Shea Baby.
And this is Stacy, not always kind, but always reminds. And you're listening to
Blockbuster Wives. What's up, y'all?
Did you guys enjoy Sandler Madness?
We hope that you did. We hope that you joined us for the two festivities that we had on our Instagram. And if you don't know it, we have an Instagram at Blockbuster Wives.
That's where we conducted all of our official polling of this election.
Yeah, so if for the kids back home who missed it, we first did a tiebreaker with a game of, I was going to call it scrimmage, but it's definitely not. It was just like free throws. Stacy killed it.
I mean, killed it by meaning we each missed roughly 25 hoops in a row before I finally made a couple after moving approximately 3 feet away.
Well, we did our very best, okay? We're not professional athletes, believe it or not. And then the second was we played golf.
Yeah, and the second tiebreaker was for the ultimate winner of Sandler Madness, which is wild that we had two dead ties. Like, what?
Like actual 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know if you all did that on purpose, but it was fun.
It was very fun. And so, yeah.
And Shea won that one.
I did. So if you guys want to know who the real winner is, I'll do a little drum roll.
The winner of Sandler Madness is Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
I thought you were going to say it. We were both just gazing into each other's eyes expectantly.
It was beautiful. I felt like time slowed
down
for a minute moment. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, congrats Billy Madison on being the winner of Sandler Madness.
The one, the only Billy Madison.
That's what I had as the winner for my bracket.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, what did I think?
I correctly predicted the Final Four.
I think I also, well, I don't remember when I actually did the bracket what my number one was.
We got to post ours.
But I think in my mind, I was like, I wanted to be wedding singer.
Oh.
Although I love Little Nicky so fucking much, and I think I've made that very clear.
Which I think we talked about this. Roger Ebert's highest rated Sandler film, which is unfathomable to me.
I can't believe that he fucking hated, like slammed, dunked on Big Daddy, but loved Little Nicky. Like that. I mean,
when I say I don't think he loved it, but he gave it his highest rating.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
but it was still like 2 stars.
He like basically fucking disowned not Billy Madison. He disowned Big Daddy, and then was like, but Little Nicky's great. I'm like, it just seems like I'm just so confused by that.
It is interesting he didn't rate Billy Madison at all. And I do wonder what he would have given it.
I think it was like right before his time, right before he started like really diving in. But anyways, well, yeah, so
that's
congrats.
Sandler Madness. Thank you all for participating. It was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we have 2 more episodes. So we do have this episode, which we'll get to in a second. And then we have our final.
Mm-hmm, that'll be the top 4 wieners.
Yeah, I guess it would make sense for us to put the movies in order, like 4, 3, 2, 1, but we just wanted to go alphabetical, so we do have the top 4 though, and today we're talking about a very special movie.
But before we do that, I'm going to interrupt this coverage for some Scream coverage.
Hell yeah.
Because in episode 18 we met with the wonderful, lovely, talented, dope Brandon Ma about the Scream movie.
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys didn't listen, you definitely should, especially if you're, number one, a horror fan, but also just like a Scream fan in general, because Brandon knows his fucking shit.
He is a Scream aficionado.
He has been to the Scream house. He like, I wouldn't say he like snuck on the property, but like it definitely wasn't like visitable,
right?
Quote unquote.
He had to do some work.
Yeah. So anyways, he's just like, he knows his shit and he has his own theories. He makes his own like Scream adaptations and he's just like so fucking rad. But yeah, he invited us to go to the Scream premiere the night that the new Scream movie opened up, and so
Scream number 6.
Scream 6. So we went with him and like a giant group of people, which honestly is my nightmare, but
Really?
they made it fucking great.
Why is it your nightmare?
Because I think I've told you before that like it's a big pet peeve of mine for people to talk during movies.
Oh, and you think
That
if
I
you're
haven't
going
seen?
in a group, they're more likely to try to talk to you?
Or just like talk in general, and I'm like, I can't focus. But for some reason, I guess what I learned this time is that horror is different. I don't care if people
Right.
speak during horror movies.
Yes, it's better if it's a conversation, really.
Totally. It makes it more fun. It makes it less scary. It just makes it better all around. Well, maybe not even less scary. It just makes it more, not tolerable. I don't know what the right word is. But just better. Yeah. It just makes the whole sitch better.
Well, I was very scared because I was telling Shay this. I haven't seen a horror movie in theaters for years. Like years. Like I can't even remember the last one I saw, to be honest.
Damn.
I usually watch them at home when it's like bright outside. I'm on my phone and it's like, oh, that's scary, but not really that scary.
Yeah.
It is a whole different experience seeing them in the theaters, and it's
It
like
is.
there's nothing to look at. Everything's dark. The sound is so loud,
It's so loud.
and it was really scary.
It was really good. Like, I highly recommend it. Because, you know, you think that, like, in series like this, where there's, like, 4, 5, 6, so, like, as they progress, they get worse. But I don't agree. With Scream movies, they're so meta and, like, so fun. They really tap into that idea of, like, horror movies that get to the 6th one are, like, shittier. But it's really not. It was, like, really fucking great. And somehow they always pull through and do a great job.
Yeah, it was scary. It was really gory. Pretty
the
bloody
goriest.
slasher-rific.
Yep.
Lots of blood.
Lots.
And
So-
yeah, I did not sleep well that night. I'm not too proud to admit it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy's very sensitive to horror movies, you
Yeah, I was
guys.
like, oh no.
Yeah, I get it. If I see anything relating to like demons or exorcisms, can't sleep for days.
But you insist on seeing them anyways.
It's just like psychologically, I like have to.
Well, and speaking of which, one of the previews before Scream 6 was like the scariest thing I've
Evil
ever
Dead.
seen in my life. And it's a new Evil Dead movie, and it looks so terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, and they use They use, because the person who's getting like possessed or whatever is a mom, they use the fucking song Que Sera Sera, which I'm just like, how
Wait, I don't
dare
know
you?
that song.
Que sera sera, whatever will be, will be.
I don't know that
It's like a
one.
very like Italian like mom song.
An Italian mom song.
Yeah.
It's like a whole genre I don't know
Like-
about.
Well, it's just like a very famous song that's like such a sweet like whatever will be, will be.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mommy gave me advice, and it's like so cute, and they had to fucking ruin
Oh,
it.
it's so bad. The mom is so scary.
Bruh, it's so
So I won't be seeing that. Unless, again, it's like during the daytime, I rent it. I could like turn down the volume, subtitles, whatever. Then I
Yeah.
can handle it.
I have to watch them in theaters because I'm so annoying.
Glutton
And I
for
don't know
punishment.
what it is about me, but I just have to do it. But anyways,
So that's our Scream update.
yeah, it was fucking awesome. Oh, and I wore a Scream mask too, and afterwards, and I guess like the group that we were with didn't recognize what I was wearing, so they saw me in like the stairwell, and they were like, "Oh, it's the Scream guy!" And they like told all their friends, and they were excited about it.
Ghostface Killer.
So it's me, you guys. Just saying.
Big reveal. You heard it
big
first.
reveal.
A BBW exclusive.
I am Ghostface. Dun dun dun. All right, anyways.
So yeah.
But that was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Back to Sandler
Back to
Madness,
Sandler
though.
Madness, baby.
We're doing our third film. We hope you enjoyed the re-release of Billy Madison, which was a real early episode for us.
Sure was. Episode 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
before
believe-
we did the Eva reviews.
What? Oh, that was back to school month.
Yeah.
why. Yeah, so that was our second full month of doing the podcast. Or, well, yeah, the second full.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. And now
Yeah,
here we
how far
are,
we've
almost a whole year later.
Well, didn't we do it in August?
We started in June.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, I mean a year later from when we started.
Oh, gotcha. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, almost a year from when we started.
Just a few mere months.
So wild. And we're not stopping anytime soon, baby.
Yeah, it's a Sandler heavy podcast, but you know, the 90s and 2000s were Sandler heavy.
Yeah, and my whole fucking asshole is Sandler heavy.
She wishes.
But yeah, okay. So we're reviewing Happy Gilmore. And I am on corporate bullshit.
And Shea, by the way, in case you guys don't remember, Shea has only seen this movie maybe once and didn't remember anything, which is wild to me because I used to watch this movie constantly and I feel like it was on TV a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it was too, and I think because I didn't like grow up watching it like every day like some other ones, like Big Daddy I watched all the fucking time, Wedding Singer all the fucking time, and I think because I hadn't already watched it a bunch, I was just like I don't know.
Golf, which is not a very like cool topic.
I was like, I'm bored. So, but I wasn't bored this time. Fun fact. All right, so here we go. Happy Gilmore. Corporate bullshit.
Cue that theme.
Corporate bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Okay. So, Happy Gilmore was released February 16th, 1996. It is 92 minutes. The budget was $12 million.
Cheap.
Yep. And the box office was $41.2 million.
Very nice. So definitely not one of his top earners.
Definitely not.
Because wasn't Big Daddy like 120 million or something crazy?
I want to say it was something fucking nuts.
But also an earlier film.
True. It went crazy. Plus, there were other movies, I think, released. If I'm not mistaken, I read that there were other movies released at the same time as Happy Gilmore, which
kind of cut in.
Yeah, cut in. It was directed by Dennis Dugan, who also directed Big Daddy and has just directed so fucking many.
Yeah, we named
Adam
a lot in the
Sandler's
Big
movies.
Daddy episode, and it's like woof.
But also, I found out. Guess what else he fucking directed?
What?
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh shit!
Which is a heavy Chris Farley movie, like one of my favorites, and we have to do that one soon. And also Saving Silverman.
Oh, I love that movie.
Which has Jack Black, so two of my baby daddies he was close with.
Wow.
So all I have to do is meet him.
So you have
basically.
to get him to get to the others. Well, Chris Farley, R.I.P.
R.I.P. My baby daddy. But yeah, fucking awesome. And then it starred Adam Sandler playing Happy Gilmore, Christopher McDonald playing Shooter,
Shooter McGavin,
who also was the dad in Leave It to Beaver the movie. You guys,
he was also in Grease 2.
Oh,
for you musical fans.
Oh, and fun fact about that. So back in the day in Canada, my family for some reason owned a horse.
Nice.
Because like the farm, whatever. And its name was Cool Rider, which I know is a song, right?
Cool Rider. Yeah, it's amazing. Michelle Pfeiffer sings it.
Oh, God, yes. Also, Julie Bowen, who played, I don't know her name, but the main PR lady?
Oh, yeah. Marketing Bay.
Marketing Bay, yep. And then Carl Weathers, who played, what's his name? The guy with the hand.
Chubbs.
Yeah, Chubbs. Oh my God.
How could you forget Chubbs?
I have so many notes about Chubbs. I have so many notes about
amazing.
his character, or not about his character, about who he is as a person.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're ready for this,
I'm ready. Let's learn about Chubbs.
So when I saw him, I was like, I know I recognize this dude. How do I recognize him? And it's because he's in fucking everything. Okay. So number one, he was an NFL player.
Nice.
For the Oakland Raiders. Then he.
Do you know what position?
No.
Okay.
But then he switched over to, where did I write this down? The Canadian Football League.
Nice.
Random ass.
Nice. A lot of people, if they get injured in the NFL, they'll go play in Canada.
Okay. Maybe that's what happened.
Competitive.
But then from there, he's like, I want to like be an extra in some movies. So he continued to play football as he was an extra in movies. He did a lot of like blaxploitation films. But then he got a start in fucking Rocky. Playing Apollo. And the way he got the fucking role was because during his audition, he criticized Stallone's acting. And they were like, we fucking love this guy.
Wait, he played Apollo Creed?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've only seen Rocky once and I didn't even recognize it because he's like jacked.
Yes.
In that movie.
Like fully fucking jacked.
Can I tell you a funny Apollo Creed story real quick?
Yeah.
So, sorry, Brent. You can take this out if it's too embarrassing. But we were watching the Game Show Network, and there was some game show with what we later realized his name is like Apollo Ano or something. He's an Olympian. He's like just this Hawaiian cutie.
Yeah.
But I was like, who's that guy again? And Brent goes, that's Apollo Creed. And I was like, wait, isn't Apollo Creed like a boxer? And he's like, wait, is he? And so we looked him up and we Googled Apollo Creed and I was like, he's the boxer from Rocky. And we were dying.
Oh my God. That's fucking amazing. I feel like I would do that too, though.
But he just said it so sure. He's like, that's Apollo Creed. Like,
that's one of my favorite
good old
things.
days. And I was like, wait, no, it's not.
That is one of my favorite things when people are like so confident and are also so wrong. I feel like I'm like that all the time
So
too.
great.
He also, beyond being in 4 Rocky films, 4 of them, he also is in fucking Star Wars
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and Mandalorian.
He's in Mandalorian. I never made it that far into Mandalorian.
Yeah, he plays Grief Karga.
Okay.
Is that what it is? Yeah, in Star Wars and The Mandalorian.
Nice.
Also, he's in a Michael Jackson video for Liberian Girl.
Okay.
Also reprised his role as Chubbs in Little Nicky.
Oh my God, Chubbs is in Little Nicky?
Yeah, he's in heaven.
Aww.
And he teaches he's like an angel that teaches like dance or something like that.
Oh my gosh, see, I've only seen Little Nicky once.
And he's in Toy Story 4 playing Combat Carl.
Come back, Carl.
So all I'm saying is like, I was so excited like reading, and that's just a handful of things. Like, he's been in so much shit. It's just so cool that he just started like, yeah, I'm just gonna play football, and then just expanded.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just here to tell y'all you can do the same thing.
That's right. Never too late.
It's never fucking too late. Okay, now the Ebert rating, he gave it,
I'm nervous.
1.5 star.
Yeah.
He said, and I quote, Adam Sandler's character doesn't have a pleasing personality. He seems angry even when he's not supposed to be, and his habit of pounding everyone he dislikes is tiring in a PG-13 movie. But I'm like, that's the whole point of the whole movie, is that he's an angry guy.
Yeah, and he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
That's the character development.
Right. But I feel like Ebert has a problem with character development in like Adam Sandler movies. Like, he just doesn't get it. It's just...
Here's what I think it is. I think Ebert is a square.
Yes.
And he genuinely like dislikes and is like, we shouldn't be promoting antisocial behavior.
Right.
This is bad. He's gonna be a criminal. And it's like, oh, I know, bro.
It's like, fucking chill, dude.
Sometimes people are angry. And
Exactly.
they have to learn not to be angry, and that's okay.
Like, there are people in this world who are fucking just really fucking angry.
Yeah, and it kind of explains why his dad died when he was young.
Yeah.
Didn't he kill him with the hockey puck or something?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
or something. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ebert, that not everyone's perfect.
Yeah. We know Ebert's not fucking perfect, okay? I know that for a goddamn fact. I'll tell that to a statue.
Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P. in peace. All right. Anyways. Also, he brought up product placement, and he named everything. So he goes, and there was too much product placement. This
But
is all I
that's like
saw.
golf. Golf is all... any sport is product placement.
Yeah. He's like, this is all I saw just off the top of my head. Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Max, Subway, Budweiser, Michelob, Visa Cards, Bell Atlantic, AT&T, Sizzler, Red Lobster, Wilson, Golf Digest.
I don't remember Red Lobster.
Yeah, me neither. ESPN, etc., Volkswagen.
Yeah, that's sports though.
I'm like, Ebert, why does that matter? They need money. Like, why do you give a fuck?
If only you could see the movies now with the blatant product
Like,
placement.
That's why, okay, we have to cover Wayne's World too, but in Wayne's World, there's this scene where they like heavily, like they had to use product placement, but they made it so noticeable that it was like comical, and it's so fucking funny.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, and then, for Rotten Tomatoes, they got a 61%.
Critics or audience?
Critics,
Okay.
and the audience score is 85%.
That sounds about right.
So yeah, that seems about par. And then
golf jokes.
Yeah, got jokes for days. And then for the awards, okay, so they got nominated for the MTV Movie Award for Best Comedic Performance. They got nominated for a Stinkers for the Worst Actor.
Oh, that's so
and
mean.
Golden Raspberry.
The Raspberries hate on Sandler.
I know, so fucking annoying. But they did win the Best Fight between Sandler and Bob Barker MTV
Oh, hell
Movie
yeah.
Award.
It is a great fight.
Which is fucking so iconic.
It is
and
a great
It
fight.
looks like actually real. Like, I was watching so closely, and it really does look
Well, I have
real.
a fun fact about that.
Oh, tell me.
Should I just say it now?
Yeah.
So they originally approached, I forget who, their first choice dropped out. And so they approached Bob Barker, and he was like, I will do it as long as I'm allowed to do all my own stunts and we actually like fight.
That's fucking sick.
And it's because his neighbor was Chuck Norris.
Oh my God.
And Bob Barker was training with Chuck Norris to do like martial arts at the time.
What
So
the
he's
fuck?
like, this is perfect. I can show off my martial arts skills.
That's fucking sick.
Isn't that so cool?
Yeah, because Bob Barker, like, he looks like he's killing. I was like,
Yeah, that's why it's like his stance is right and like his like blocks and everything because he was practicing with Chuck Norris.
wow. That is
Such
a
a
great
fun
fun
fact.
fact. I would have never known that. That's fucking awesome. Chuck Norris. How come Chuck Norris gets brought up like
He permeates everything.
every other week in my life? I'm like, can you stop?
Get out of here. Go on, kid.
He's the interferer. Why does this keep
Truly.
happening? But yeah, that's what I have for corporate bullshit, you guys.
Love it. Very educating.
I thought so. I was very intrigued by this. I don't know, the details of this movie. So
Well, I know Roger Ebert's a hater, but I really thought that this movie fully deserved to be in the top 2. I think it might be the best Sandler movie. And I'm trying to think why I think that. But I think it's because the tone is perfect. The pacing is perfect. All the jokes are at Adam Sandler's angry expense. Like all the jokes are about him being flawed and like having to overcome that.
yeah.
Whereas a lot of other Sandler movies, the jokes often come at the expense of marginalized people, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like people society traditionally makes fun of. But I really like that literally all the humor in the movie is like about him being an asshole and like that's what makes it funny.
I could see why you would think that it's the best movie. I hard disagree, but I do like it. I did like the movie and I laughed. I mean, it's it's pure physical comedy and it's him yelling.
Yeah,
which
and we love Shouty Sandler.
we love Shouty Sandler. He's like his scream voice is like
It's so good.
it's like you blow it.
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna die, clown.
it's just like I don't know.
The extended scene where he's just cursing out the fucking ball boy or whatever, and it's like beep, beep, beep.
Oh, the what is it called? The caddy?
Yeah, space of
Dude.
monkey beep. Like that whole scene is so good. I also think it has like one of the best character arches.
Yeah.
And like believable character arches.
Yeah.
Because like Big Daddy, it's like, yeah, he goes from like kind of antisocial to like loving dad in like one scene, which I could see why I'd be like, not sure I believe that. But I thought Happy Gilmore did a good job of like, he has multiple attempts where he tries to be good. It's really hard for him. And then he finds like a middle ground where it's like, he's still being himself and he's still edgy, but he's not like trying to beat people up.
I could see that. I could see that.
And I also think it has some of the best side characters. Chubbs.
I agree with that.
Chubbs is amazing.
I hardcore agree
One
with
of
that.
the few black people in Adam Sandler's movies too.
Yes.
Like playing
and
a
he's
prominent
like
role.
he's just like sexy and cool and like
He's so cool. His character is so funny. Like I forgot that when you first meet Chubbs, he's coaching this woman who sucks and he's like not paying attention.
Great.
He's just
Good
reading a
job.
magazine.
Nice
He's like,
form.
"Yep, you're doing great." So his introduction is great. He's great. His side story is hilarious.
I hard agree with that.
Like Brett and I always quote the line where he's like, I tried to play in the tournament and they wouldn't let me. And Adam Sandler goes, oh, because you're black? And he goes, no, because the goddamn alligator bit my hand off. And then he holds up his like wooden
like
hand.
these assholes.
So good. So I love Chubbs. I also think Shooter McGavin is like the best Sandler villain.
He's such a good villain.
He's such a good villain because he's so realistic. Like some of the Sandler villains are like kind of cartoonishly like bad, which I get. It's a comedy. You just like jump right into them being assholes in like ridiculous ways. But I think Shooter McGavin is a truly great villain because it's like, you know, people like that.
Absolutely.
Who are like, I'm Mr. Smarmy jokey, like, but then are like actual assholes.
I would say I can think of 3 movies where the Adam Sandler like enemy guy is very realistic and like you know this guy and you fucking hate him. It's this guy, it's Glenn from Wedding Singer, and it's also Eric from Billy Madison. I think they're all like very in the same vein and they're kind of similar dudes where they're just like they're like, ew, I'm gonna make a cool dick and I'm the kid but I'm really an asshole, and it's like I hate y'all. But yeah, I think Shooter is definitely
Shooter gets a lot of screen time, whereas I feel like the other villains, like, you don't really see them that much, and it's usually like you get their I'm evil establishing shot like right away, and you're like, oh, this guy's an asshole. But I feel like with Shooter McGavin, there's like you see him a lot, and it's not until like halfway through the film that you see his turn, and you're like, oh shit, this guy's like a real asshole.
Yeah. Although you can just see it on his face, but like he's such a fucking dick. And he actually almost didn't take this role because he was like, I don't want to be the dick all the time.
He's so good at it.
But
and it's like, I also think it's you see why he's mad. And like Eric too. Eric, you like get why he's mad.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense that he like hates Billy Madison.
Totally.
Same with Shooter McGavin. It's like you get why you'd be like, who is this asshole? Like I'm about to win my fucking jacket and then this guy comes out of nowhere. Like what the fuck?
And he's a guy that's
Glenn,
never
not
had
so
any
much.
experience.
Glenn, you just meet and he's an asshole and you don't really know why.
Well, Glenn's just like one of those douchey dudes who like he's like a finance like asshole stock guy. Wait, what is it?
So he's not as nuanced, I feel, as Eric and Shooter, but I just love Shooter McGavin as a villain. I think he just kills it, and he's so good in this role.
He is fucking great.
And he gets a lot of good lines.
He does. He's like really funny, which I think is great for a villain. A villain needs to be funny also, because otherwise it's just like not dynamic and not fun.
And the way, like the structure of the movie, I think I love how it starts off with the home movies and that song. I think the soundtrack's great.
Oh, always. In Sandler movies, fucking always.
And you got like Rags to Riches, you got Fish Out of Water. Like you got like just a lot of solid classic themes in this movie.
Speaking of themes, I wrote down some that come up in a lot of Sandler movies.
Yeah, I have some Sandler themes too. I wonder if we got the same ones. You go ahead.
Okay, so I wrote alligator/crocodiles. They come up in multiple movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Waterboy.
Waterboy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which I'm a famous Waterboy hater. I don't think it holds up.
I love
I think
Waterboy.
it's insulting.
I love it so much.
I think it makes fun of people with intellectual disabilities.
But I feel like you could say that about like half of his movies.
Right. Which
Like
is why
you
I like
could
this
argue that he is doing that, or he's just like, this is like a simple dude from the South. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You're like,
he's not
no.
from the South, so
But Florida, right?
he's from New England, I thought.
No, but I mean like his character.
Oh
in
yeah,
Waterboy.
I'm saying Adam Sandler himself is not like making fun of a community he's from.
No, not at all. Yeah, no, not at all. Old Ladies is another one.
Yes, he loves an old lady.
Hockey.
But I like in this he's not making fun of the old lady.
No,
Like she's like the, whereas like in Wedding Singer he's like kind of making fun of the old baddie lady.
Oh,
but
I
in
don't
this
think
case,
he
it's like
is.
his
He
beloved
loves,
grandma.
but he loves that lady. He's not making fun of her.
But it's like she pays him in meatballs. She's like sexual, and he's like, ugh.
Well, I don't know. I didn't take it that way, but I think I love her character in that movie too.
She's adorable. We'll get to her in Wedding Singer.
We sure will. Okay, aggression, obviously.
Obviously.
The woman leaving him because he has no future.
Yes, that happens in so many of his movies. I'm like, did
So
this
many.
happen to you, Adam Sandler?
So fucking many. Also mantras are big in his movies too. Like he has a mantra to be like better at whatever he's doing.
Ooh,
which
like what?
it's a theme in this one. It's a theme in Waterboy.
Okay.
What's another one? I was thinking of another one. Well, anyways, just those two.
But hey, two is enough to establish a pattern.
Also bets. He's big on bets in movies.
Yeah. I feel like that was a big 90s movie trope overall. Like everything was a bet, and I feel like you don't really see that in movies anymore.
That's so true. Also run over by a car.
Yes.
In this movie, in fucking Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's another one that I'm missing, but I feel like cars are always involved and someone's getting run over or like hit by them
Right.
or like, you know, something like that. And then there's always a pep talk by the most important woman in his life at some point in almost
Like,
every
you
one of
gotta
his movies.
Get it together.
And then I also wrote Frankenstein because the word Frankenstein was used in this movie, but also, as we know in Big Daddy, Frankenstein.
Wow.
So those were the ones I have.
Dang, good eye. I have, mildly antisocial hero, getting dumped at the beginning of a film, very kind portrayals of people experiencing homelessness. I do like that about Adam Sandler.
Me too.
He often features people like that.
You know what? I didn't get
And
that one.
sometimes he's making fun of them, but sometimes he's not.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that they're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
those are-
the other side character, sorry, I forgot, is fucking Ben Stiller's character.
Bruh.
He is the third, like, amazing side character that I'm obsessed with.
He's so funny, but he's such a fucking dick. He makes me so mad because I know there are people like that. and it's
Right,
so
I know.
mean.
And Shea works in senior living now.
Yeah, like
But
technically
I know she would
work.
snitch on a motherfucker who was acting like that.
Well, technically I work for corporate, so I never have to face really any of the residents unless I'm like walking through the hallway to grab a drink or like to use the bathroom or something. But like if I saw that, I would kill them. I don't know. I would fucking kill them. It would kill me to see that. Ugh, it hurts me.
But yeah, just the idea that he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take extra special care of that young lady right there for absolutely nothing at all. And Adam Sandler's like, ah.
Yeah,
And the second
okay,
he
buddy.
leaves, he's like, what does he say again?
Well, she's like, can you
Oh,
trouble
yeah.
me for a warm glass of milk? I can trouble you for a glass of shut the hell up.
the
Like,
best.
you're fucking
It
dick.
is so funny, but so bad.
It is so
Oh,
bad.
God.
And it's so
But
fucking
he's
funny.
I love his character. So yeah,
Ugh.
him, Shooter, and Chubbs. I'm like, these are like weirdly fleshed out side characters. Who are like super funny.
They are, yeah. And I think like you bringing that up has brought up a great point in my mind where it's like that really makes or breaks a fucking movie, because we all know like it's important to highlight the main character, but like the side characters are a huge part of the reason why the main character is the way that they are. So why not highlight them more?
Right. And if you can make them funny too, yeah.
Yeah, hello, just more funny for the masses.
Right, like they're not just there to propel the plot. They're also
Right.
like independently funny.
Totally. That's fucking
But yeah,
great.
those are the themes I get.
Those are great, especially the people experiencing homelessness, because that's so true. And I love that about this movie too. That was one of my
Yeah.
main notes, was like, fuck
Right,
yeah.
he's like, leave him alone. He'll be my caddy or something.
He's like, he's just trying to make some extra bucks. Like, why do you give a fuck? And then
Yes.
he's like, oh, I need a caddy. Perfect. It's fucking awesome.
And that guy's like pretty hot. Did you think so?
Yeah,
Every time they zoomed in his face, I was like,
absolutely. He looked like Castaway.
yeah. But I was like, he's got beautiful eyes.
Oh yeah, it's his friend, right? That's in all his movies.
Oh, is it?
I think it's the guy that plays one of the gay guys in Big Daddy.
Let's confirm. Caddy and Happy Gilmore. Oh wait, no, this is the second caddy. He gets like the little like blonde kid.
Oh, he was so
We
cute.
want the other one. No, I think you're right. What's his name?
It looked like him anyways. I was
Right.
like, it wouldn't surprise me if it was.
Let me just see. Alan Covert. Yeah, so he's the friend in Big Daddy. He's also the friend in Wedding Singer. I like him with
Yeah.
all that beard action.
Me too. He looks hot. He's also hot in Wedding Singer.
He is.
Like,
yeah.
very hot.
Mhm.
I love his character.
He's got beautiful eyes for real.
Hell yeah, he's fine. But yeah, I think he looks really good with a beard and just like facial hair in general. Okay. The first note I have is that Happy licking the fucking speaker thingy in his apartment. I was like, or was it inside? Yeah, it was inside his apartment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my
I
god.
wanna kiss you all over.
And it's like,
So
and
good. And then the lady comes upstairs. She's like,
then the next scene is her waking up in the morning with this t-shirt. I'm like, fuck yes.
so incredible.
It's fucking great. Also, I think you mentioned this in the Addams Family episode about how they copied it shot for shot, the golf ball swinging or whatever to the house. I was like,
That's why I was like, wait a second, where have I seen this before?
it's almost exactly. It's wild. So you were so spot on with that.
Wow, thanks for reminding me about that.
You're welcome. I was reminded as I was watching it. I was like, why does this look familiar? Oh yeah, and Stacy also brought this up back then. So, I also wrote that it shows that Shooter McGavin, like, he says that he wants a Pepsi, and I was like, of course he's a fucking Pepsi guy.
He would
Immediate
be.
asshole.
Everyone knows Pepsi sucks.
Pepsi fucking sucks, you guys. Diet Coke, please sponsor me. All right.
Although, if you haven't seen the Britney Spears interview with a very young Tucker Carlson
God, yeah.
about Pepsi, it is worth watching. What's my favorite type of Pepsi? Pepsi's Pepsi.
Yeah, I feel like I do a great impression of that.
Okay, let's hear it.
She's like
She's
first of all, she's chewing gum,
aggressively.
and she has like this horrible fake wig on. And
Yeah, it's like,
great.
why?
She's like, what kind of Pepsi do you like? Pepsi's Pepsi. And then they're like, no, I was talking, and she's like, oh, you just regular Pepsi.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't
But
seem
she
like
looks
that
like
good
Tucker
of
Carlson,
a...
like he's the dumbest idiot who's ever walked the face of the earth, and it's so amazing. And then when she realizes, like, oh, you were just asking me if I like regular or diet, she's like, regular.
Yeah, but it's so funny because she's like, She's like, I really like Pepsi. I really do.
He was being a dick because he's like, oh, do you actually like Pepsi?
Do you even
Which is
like? It's like, dude, she's sponsored
stupid.
by Pepsi. You can't fucking ask
Right,
that.
like, wow, you really are doing gotcha journalism here, Tucker.
And like, you're so messy and like not even fun at all.
And so she's like throwing it back at him. She's like, I really do. Like, she's like sick of his shit.
I really do. And you know what?
Like
she does, because I've seen her drink it many a time. In real life. Just kidding.
So I just love that she's treating Tucker Carlson like the absolute idiot he is.
Yeah, of course. Fuck on that, you little bitch. Also, wait. Chubb's like grabbing Happy and like showing him how to swing, and Adam's like, okay, get off of me.
It's all in
and then he's like, I'm just easing the tension, baby. I was like, fuck.
I asked a group chat. I said, "Are there any golfers in here? And is it all really in the hips?" And Katie responded, and she's like, "I don't remember that being a part of my golf lessons."
LOL.
Interesting. I also love when Chubbs first introduces himself and does the whole like wooden hand thing.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler goes, "You're pretty sick, Chubbs." I love that line so much.
Because the wooden hand is so fake.
so
It's so
janky.
disgusting. I'm like, you can do better than this, babes. I promise. Also, I wanted to highlight the soundtrack, which you already brought up, but they used Jump Around.
Yes,
I'm
which
like,
is perfect for like at a golf tournament.
That is one of my favorite, probably one of my favorite songs ever. And it's also in another movie we love so much, Miss Doubtfire. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Is it Mrs. or Miss?
It is Mrs. I said
okay,
it
now
wrong.
I'm like, wait, am I tripping?
No, technically. But where's her husband? Exactly.
Yeah, but I think you're a Mrs. forever, even if you're widowed, because
I
we
agree.
live in a property-based society where women are treated like objects.
Yeah, as property.
So I don't fuck with the Mrs. designation because it's heinous.
You're right. So she's Ms. or Mrs. depending on whatever she the fuck wants, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways.
Or how about we don't need to know immediately if women are like, quote unquote, available.
Taken or
Right.
available. Yeah,
but men, it's like, whatever. It's irrelevant. You're all misters.
Yeah, true. Never thought about it like that. But
Oh,
it's so
I
true.
hate it.
I know.
It comes up a lot in legal writing because, like, you have to be like, do I need to call this person Miss or Mrs.? And I'm always like, this is so dumb.
Like,
We're
call them by
spending
their
effort,
name.
like, figuring out if this woman is married or not. Like, what the fuck does it matter?
Yeah.
We don't have to do that for the men.
What the fuck? That's so annoying.
Hate.
Hate. Yeah, and I wrote, yes, Happy sticking up for the windshield guy.
Yeah, such a
Which is so
good
cute.
moment.
What
I
else?
actually don't have that many notes, I think, because I just love this movie and I was like sucked in.
And I don't have that many notes because for me, there wasn't a whole lot to like write about necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
I have a page though.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're good. I wrote the golf tailgate is lit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've ever been to an actual tailgate in my life.
Really? For any sport?
I don't think so.
I went to like a few college ones. The college ones are probably not as fun just because like everyone's like hormonal and weird. But I think like an older crowd doing a tailgate could be like pretty chill and fun.
I feel like I've seen like really cool pictures. Like all I'm focused on is the food, because some people bring like smokers out and shit from what I've seen, and I'm like, brisket? Yes, fucking please. What? Bacon wrapped hot dogs? Shove them in my mouth.
There's a lot of tailgating at Coachella too if you go camping, which is fun because you can just like wander around and like eat and drink for free basically.
Oh, that's sick.
But we had a horrific experience on Coachella.
See, this is why I don't want to go to Coachella.
I
It
would
scares
never
me.
like camp again probably. So like it had been such a long night. We like couldn't sleep because it was so loud. We were both at like our wits end, exhausted, probably very dehydrated because it's like 1,000,000 degrees.
True.
And like we finally got back to our tent and we're finally ready to go to sleep. And I'm like, thank God. And then I smell bacon, which was like fine. But then I hear like a bunch of people that sound like they're right outside our tent. And I open the tent flap and I see this dude's legs in a grill. And this man has set up a grill at like 2 a.m. And there's a line of people forming to eat his grilled meats.
Right outside
like,
of your tent?
Because the camping sites are so small that you're like right next to somebody. So he
Oh,
was technically
no.
like in his area, but we were all so cramped together. And I was like, that's it. We're leaving.
Like, we're
so
never
we
doing this
like
ever
packed up and we just left that night instead of sleeping. I was
Really?
like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Dude, I don't blame you, because like that type, like camping, not my nightmare, but that situation specifically is my fucking nightmare. Is like so many people, you have to walk so fucking far for everything.
loud.
It's so expensive,
So
so
hot.
hot specifically.
Very hot.
That would kill me.
It's
that would
bad. It's
murder
really
me.
bad.
And if you're saying that, that means I would like actually have died already.
I think it's like probably like a health hazard. Like they need to schedule it for like February or March because April it's too hot.
Why would they
It's
do
like over
that?
100 degrees all day.
Yeah,
It's really
no.
bad.
Fuck the fuck out of that. That is God. That is my literal nightmare, is me being somewhere where I'm like extremely hot for long periods of time and expected
Days.
to like walk around and like run to like certain like no.
It's bad.
No.
I can only do it when I was 20. I can't do it now.
Oh my God. That's why I'm glad when we were young, it was cold. You know?
Yeah,
like,
cold is much better for festivals, I think.
Much better. I mean, I should have grabbed a better jacket.
We were sharing a jacket like shipwreck survivors, but
Yeah,
that's
we-
okay. We're like, can I have a shift with the jacket, please?
And I'm like, I'm gonna
It's like 10 minutes respite. Oh, joy.
I'm like, you guys save yourselves. I'm gonna try to find something to eat. And then the lines were like way too long, or no one was vending anymore. And I'm like, we'll just eat after. And I'm like, my skin is like starting to
Like
shrivel up.
shivering our bones up against each other.
I literally was only getting food so that I could warm up. Like that's how bad it was. It's like I needed like a giant bowl of like stew from like the 1800s in the fucking
How
dead of
cold
winter.
was it, do you think?
Oh my God. It was probably in like maybe the 40s.
It was cold.
It was fucking
and
cold.
windy.
Especially because I was wearing a literal tank top and like thin jeans. Did not have a jacket on me because I was like, I won't need that shit, because during the day it was so warm.
And I had a light windbreaker.
Yeah.
Rebecca had a light, like, what would you call that? Like jersey knit, like not even
Yeah.
sweatshirt material, kind
Yeah.
of, but very thin. Little zip up hoodie.
And it was not enough. It was not enough. It was crazy. Or wait, did I have it and I gave it to Becca? Is that what it was?
Was it yours? Okay.
I feel
maybe
like-
that was it.
I don't know.
No, I think it was Becca's. I think
That's
it was. So I think it was yours, but you gave it to Becca for
the-
like the daytime.
It was the hoodie. It was
Yeah.
the gray
And
like
then shit
crop-
started going sideways.
Yeah, and we were like trying to share them at the same time, which like also didn't like I was taking one arm.
These jackets were not like too big. So
Oh
I
my
was like,
God. Well, if we ever go again, we'll know for next time. But
Well, and the cruel irony is that Shea had a jacket in her hand, and at the last minute we're leaving, she's like, "I won't need this," and like threw it into the departing car.
Yep.
Famous last.
famous last fucking words. And then when Robbie picked us up, he's like, "Oh, you left your jacket." And I like looked back and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" It was like a giant flannel too. It would have been great.
But Robbie was clutch because he showed up with his car with the heat blasting, like
Yeah.
melting our faces off, but it felt so good.
It felt so amazing after being like frozen out. My fingertips started to turn blue
Right,
looking
my
at.
fingers were like tingling as the warmth returned to them. I was like, "Oh no!"
Me too. I'm like, "Fuck, we're gonna die. We're all gonna
We're
die."
all gonna die.
But yeah, it was shout out to Robbie. That's like my brother. He killed it in these streets. He dropped us off and picked us up, and I took him to sushi because he deserved it.
because he was the MVP.
Yep. What did I write here? Oh, I wrote literally wrestling an alligator question.
Yes, I love it.
It's
I just
so
love the idea
stupid.
that his hockey fighting skills helped him in golf.
Yeah.
I also love how he kept telling everybody, he's like, "My girlfriend's dead. She got hit by a car." Like, my girlfriend's dead. She blew up in an accident.
Stupid. I also wrote someday. Okay, I'm saying it here first, guys. One of my main goals in life is to be able to autograph somebody's titties,
Oh yeah, that's a satisfying scene.
because he autographed 2 titties,
And they look so soft.
and I was just like, okay, new goal unlocked. I definitely need to do that at some point in my
And
life.
I do love that, like, Happy Gilmore's people start coming to golfing. And one of the announcers at one point, I wrote this down because I thought it was so funny. He goes, "What a large and economically diverse crowd we have today." And then it like cuts to like, yeah, just like
The
regular
cutoff
people.
shorts.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much. Like all those scenes made me laugh. They looked like they were like WWE fans. you know?
Exactly.
That made me laugh.
Okay, one note I have.
What?
You know the guy who kept shaking his head after Happy Gilmore would like fuck up?
The big guy.
No, he looked kind of short.
Oh.
But like he shakes his head after like Happy like throws his putter away, or like after he pushes Chubbs out the window accidentally, or Chubbs falls out the window.
What does he look like?
He just looks like a little white guy.
Oh, okay.
But he's an actual professional golfer. He's one of like the 2 that were in the movie.
Oh, cool.
But he said he later regretted it.
Regretted
Oh,
it.
I got so
Yes,
southern there.
Arkansas.
He later regretted it because he didn't know so much foul language would be used.
Oh,
my God.
wham wham! Call the
Right.
ambulance, baby.
Yeah, like, foul language. He wouldn't like this podcast. That's for fucking sure.
He's like listening, and he's like, God
Shaking
damn
his
it.
head more. Yeah.
I also wrote the part where he goes on the date with homegirl was so funny. Where he's like,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
getting
yes.
very scary in here.
Mhm.
And then she's just like, I thought we were gonna be just friends, because they're like in an ice rink and the lights like turn low, and he's just like, what, friends can't listen to Endless Love in the Dark?
And then it's so great because as they're like zooming out, as they're like kissing on the ice, the attendant is like lip syncing the song like so hard. My love, my love, my love. It's so good.
I was like, I think I said, dude, the lip syncing guy is me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
he
would be-
kills it. He kills it.
This
Faux
is my show. I wrote Bob Barker was hella hot.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked at young pictures of him because that's like, I love doing that with older men. Wow.
Yumsville.
He was very hot, like very, very hot.
Yeah, I have Bob Barker being trained by Chuck Norris.
That's so sick.
Oh, I have a fun fact here about myself.
Oh, tell
Inspired
me.
by the mini golf scene.
Oh my God.
So I used to live in this building downtown, and they pre-COVID had these really fun social events that they would sponsor for the building, and it'd be like
Right.
free to go to this shit. It was the best. One of the events they hosted was a mini golf tournament at Kiss Mini Golf.
I want to go
in
there
the
so
Rio?
bad.
It's the one in the Rio is like pretty small and like not as cool.
But they have a better
as
one,
I'd
right?
hope. I think there is like a standalone Kiss Mini Golf that's
Yeah.
like more intense.
Yeah.
That one's probably better. I went to the rinky-dink casino version, but I won the mini golf tournament
Hell yeah.
out of everybody in my building.
Holy
And I
shit.
got a Kiss like fake fireman hat that's in my office, and I treat that as my trophy, even though they didn't give me a trophy. I was like, "This
That's
is
your
my
trophy. That's fucking sick. I didn't know
Yeah.
you did that.
Yeah. So apparently, I'm the best mini golfer of a certain downtown building.
Obviously. Yeah. My wife would win because she's the
Suck
best,
on
baby. No, that's fucking awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah. So that's my experience with mini golf.
Every time I looked at that like board with all the events, I was like, all these look fucking cool. They had like
So
different yoga. Like I think one time they had like a goat yoga and all this shit. And I was like,
they
wait,
did
what?
and before COVID, it was like even better.
So cool. I said the jackass heckler is so fucking annoying. The way he says jackass, I want to kill him.
You want to punch him right in his stupid face. I did write. In real life, he would be fully kicked out, right?
I'm sure.
There's no
People
way
can't
they would
do
allow a
that.
guy to shout jackass at people as they're about to golf, like
Okay.
IRL.
If they developed a whole clap for golf with their fucking fingies,
And is it just like fingies on the back of the hand?
yeah, it's like
Like, why bother?
I think it's like back of the hand or even like with your other fingies, if I'm not
Oh.
mistaken. If they developed a whole fucking clap, they would never allow someone to be like jackass, like and running on the field. Like what the
Right.
fuck?
I think it's cute they were like, people need to express themselves, but they
Yeah.
can't make any noise.
Yeah.
They could have done like hand waving, like ASL, like
Oh,
just
yeah.
fingies in the air. But
Yeah, that would be
that's kind
cool.
of adorable.
It is adorable.
They're like, we will not suppress the human urge to clap. We will simply modify it.
That's very cute. Maybe that's what I should do on planes because I'm one of those people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who likes to clap when the plane lands?
And the end, or like if in movies people are clapping, I just find myself doing it too, and then people are like nudging me, like stab.
I feel like clapping's never bad.
People get annoyed by it. It's like some people's like biggest pet peeve, and I see people talking about it online all the time, and I'm like, oh, I'm one of those people.
Wow.
It's weird. It's like become a thing. Like it's become similar to the no pineapple on pizza thing. How it's become like a whole like movement for some reason.
Like, this is my personality.
Yeah, and I'm
You're
like,
like, easy.
Fucking
Okay.
cool. It's the same. Yeah, take it easy, lady. It's like the same thing. People are like, I hate when people clap on play. I hate when people clap in movies. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Why
Yeah,
do you
it's literally
care?
over in probably 30 seconds. So like, wow, sorry other people's joy and laughter and spontaneous expressions of it make you happy.
I
Or
know,
make
I
you
don't get it.
unhappy.
Come a beer. Hi.
But yeah, I don't think that would actually happen in IRL.
No. And I also wrote it was iconic when Happy was like, the price is wrong, bitch.
Yes!
And then Bob Barker says back and he's like, his like hand came in.
Yes, that's
And then he
it's filmed
said,
so amazingly.
now you've had enough. bitch.
It's so good. And I love that he's such a good sport about that, because I feel like a lot of other celebrities would be like, I can't say that.
Oh, absolutely. He was so sick. And it felt like the whole thing just felt very natural. And they absolutely deserved that fucking award for best fight.
They really did.
And shout out to Chuck Norris again for probably
so
helping
cool.
choreograph it.
And so, in case you haven't seen this movie, and we did not do a plot synopsis, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But the basic idea is that Happy Gilmore was a hockey player who his only talent was that he could hit the ball or the puck super duper duper far.
Yeah.
And so he discovers that translates to golf, and he can hit the long drive, but he can't putt. So at first he's in denial about it, and he's like trying to do it just without. But then he realizes, I need to save my grandma's house and get some cash, so I'm going to learn how to putt. And Chubbs is so smart, because to teach him how to putt, he takes him to a mini golf place.
I wrote down how smart that was.
So,
to work on his short game.
Teaches him aim, teaches him anger management, because there's a lot of things that Happy can't control, which is what makes angry people angry.
And it's what makes mini golf so fucking hard, is all like the windmill shit and like things going on and spitting things back out.
I was like, Chubbs, you're a genius. This is perfect.
So smart. So smart. R.I.P. King.
Right.
Not in real life, but in the movie. Sorry for the spoiler, but this is a spoiler heavy podcast, as we always say.
That's right.
So,
Chubbs is not meant for this world for very long in this movie.
I also wrote that those bidding guys, like the announcer people, what are they called? Auctioneers. Fucking crazy. The fact that they can 45 hands, I'm like, holy shit.
It's amazing.
And they always also like almost have like what is it called, like the Atlantic accent? Transatlantic. Yeah, hello, zing, I'm flying by my hand.
You're so right.
And then all of a sudden there's like a cigar and like a top hat.
I don't know why I did the Star Wars Cantina song. I was going for a ragtime.
I was singing Putting on the Ritz. I was like, I did go man with stripes and away go perfect friends. Anyways, Putting on the Ritz. I also wrote in quotes, but I don't remember who says this. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
That's what Shooter McGavin says. He goes, I eat pieces of shit for breakfast. And Sandler goes, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? And he goes, no. It's so
okay, that's
good.
why I wrote it like this. I'm like,
no.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I was like, why did I write this?
Oh my god, another iconic scene from this movie that if you've seen it, you'll never forget is like Chubbs also teaches Happy to go to his happy place whenever he has to concentrate to putt. And so like the first couple times it's all nice. His fantasy world, like PR Bay is like in lingerie with beer. There's a dwarf on a unicycle and his grandma's like winning a ton of money. But at one point when he's like super frustrated in the big final tournament, he goes to his happy place, but then it's like ruined. And like Shooter McGavin's there and like he's in a kiss mask making out with his grandma and shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
So funny.
It's not great. It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I wrote your own happy place, and then I wrote little cowboy person question mark. I get it. That would be very joyful and very cute to see. I also love that Chubbs made him a golf
oh yeah, that thing is sick. A putter that's shaped like a hockey stick.
It's fucking cool.
But it's like metal and gold and cool.
It looks so sick. I'm like, I want one of those, please.
I do wonder if you could use that, or if like they're like regulation pucks only.
I'm sure they do.
Clubs or whatever.
I'm certain that they have only certain ones you can use. Probably like certain brands.
Oh, and I do love when he learns to putt finally after Chubbs has sadly passed away.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And he goes, you know what the pathetic thing is, Shooter? You've been doing this your whole life.
Yeah, I wrote that.
Ouch.
I wrote that too because I was like, fuck yes. That's
Brutal.
like the best thing to say. I said that to Robbie yesterday.
Oh.
So I'm on a softball team, guys.
Yeah, Shay's on a softball league. Throwback to baseball month.
Hell yeah. And I play with my bestie Robbie, who's like my brother, and Stacy saw me literally like telling,
it's gorgeous. I was filming her
loudly
the whole time.
yelling, "I'm gonna kill you in your sleep!" Like being so angry with him because we just have that relationship. But anyway, I told him that yesterday where I like got a run and he like fucked something up or something. And I was like, you know what sucks about this? You've been playing baseball your whole fucking life, you little loser. And he's just like, shut up. It was amazing. Got that from this movie. I also wrote, somebody's closer. Did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he goes, Happy learned how to putt. Like he's just hella like roasting Shooter McGavin the whole time.
A lot of the lines in this were really funny and very like subtle. That's why like I wrote them down. I'm like, I don't remember who said this, but it was really funny.
Are you too good for your home?
Yeah, are you too good for your home? He's like darting the golf ball. And then the last note I wrote was, guns don't kill people. I kill people.
Oh my gosh, yes. His old boss shows up to support him, which is very nice.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you, even people you think might not like you or hate you, sometimes they want to support you.
Yeah. And
you
wasn't
just
he
never
in
know.
Jaws?
Was he?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I've only seen Jaws once.
Okay, let me look this up. Hold
I
on.
don't remember. Oh, I do love, my last note is just that I love the idea that Shooter McGavin keeps his word. Like, he's the biggest piece of shit ever, but he does honor their bets.
That's
It's
true.
like, I just think it's funny that it's like, well, you don't violate bets. I mean, come on.
Uh-huh. Oh, wait.
Are you looking up the Jaws thing?
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Oh, this is why I got confused. Okay, so I must have read this. Well, first of all, he's 7'2".
What?
7'2", that guy.
Wow.
I almost went on a date with a guy that was 7'3". That was nuts.
I don't think I've ever been in like close presence with somebody that tall.
I didn't meet him in real life. I saw him.
Okay.
And he had one of those like check marks because he played professional basketball like overseas.
Oh.
And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. But anyways, he played a character called Jaws in The Spy Who Loved Me in 1977.
Oh, okay.
So I saw Jaws and I was like, wait, he was in Jaws? But no, okay. But yeah. And he also was in The Longest Yard with him too.
Oh,
but
I love that.
his name is Richard Keel. And unfortunately, he died September 10th, 2014.
Yeah, it's sad that like such tall people usually have health issues.
Yeah, they usually have shorter lives.
It is odd that like, well, it's odd. It's kind of like a trip to think about how we all end up around the same size. Like of all the
Yeah.
people in the planet, like the vast majority are like within a certain range. And it's odd that that happens so often and that it's so rare to just like be gigantic.
Yeah.
And it's like not good for you.
No, I would say anything above like 6'5", 6'6" is like,
Yeah, you start to have like problems, which
Yeah.
sucks.
yeah.
Same with like little people, like they have health problems. It's just weird that it's like
It is.
simply being the quote unquote wrong size
Yeah.
like gives you issues. It sucks.
It is so odd, like, and how they have to literally stunt some people's growth
Yeah.
because they're like way too
Like, you
tall
gotta
so
slow down.
early.
Yeah. I'm worried about Barron Trump.
Why?
That kid is like 12 years old and like 6 feet. It's crazy. Like you look
What?
at pictures of him and it's like he looks photoshopped.
Wait, why?
I don't know why he's so tall.
is
Maybe they're
anyone in
giving
his
him
family
super
really
soldier serum.
Trump
Well,
is pretty tall, right?
His mom's tall too. He's a model. Yeah,
How tall
he's
is
like
he?
freakishly tall. Let me see if there's an update on how tall.
Okay, that's crazy.
How tall?
Also, I have a big brother named Barron, so whenever people are like, Barron Trump, I'm like, ugh.
So he's 6'7".
What?
Yeah.
No.
And he is 15 years old. Super
Ooh.
soldier serum.
Okay, well,
oh
what
no,
you were just saying.
now he's 18, I guess, because he's 15 in 2021.
Okay.
But yeah, 6'7" at 15. He might be even taller now.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Ruh-roh. Wait, how tall is Trump?
Trump is 6.
I love it how I say his name with so much disdain. Like, every time.
6'3". Melania's 5'11". It's tall for a lady.
That is.
6'7" at age 15.
Jesus.
And like, yeah, if you look at pictures, it is like it just looks like fake. Like,
That is wild.
let me show you one. Because it's like he looks like a teenage boy because he is, but then he's like hulking over everybody.
Holy shit.
It's
He's
really
fucking
strange.
tall.
Yeah, and if he keeps growing, he's probably gonna have health problems.
He probably already does, no offense. But he's like
Yeah.
6'7" or 6'8" already. Nuts. That is so tall. Like my ex is 6'4", and that already like
Right, it's tall.
I would like I developed neck problems being with him because I would be like looking up at him when he's like looking down at me, and I'm like, you're in a whole other like dimension right now.
Yeah, like what's the weather like up there?
Yeah,
bruh?
straight up. I'm like,
Okay.
but 6'8", that's 4 inches taller. That's crazy.
It's 15. It's nuts.
Anyways,
But yeah,
sorry, I could
I
keep
think
talking about
that
that.
was all
for-
my notes for the film. I
too.
love this movie. Like I think it just has everything great. It's like a solid movie all on its own. I think Adam Sandler kills it as per usual.
Yeah, I also really liked it. Definitely not one of my faves, but maybe that's also because there's not like the nostalgia factor for me, which I think plays a big part in all of my favorite movies and TV shows.
Yeah,
for the
and
most part.
and I think that's also what I appreciate about Happy Gilmore. I don't think it depends on having a nostalgia for the time period or Adam Sandler himself.
For
Like
what?
I think even if you Control Alt deleted everything else in the Sandler verse,
Yeah.
and like he didn't have this legacy, I still think this movie would be like an objectively good movie.
Yes.
Whereas some of his other movies, I think people would be like, what? Like,
well, that's why I'm saying, like, I feel like so many of my favorite movies in general, like, I think a big reason why I like I would literally like die for them, and I would like ride until like the cows came home for them, because there's so much nostalgia like stuck to my heart and soul is Sart.
Yeah. Wow.
Nailed it.
You're a wordsmith.
I'm like, but anyways. But I did like this movie a lot, and I think it had all of the elements of every Adam Sandler movie that I adore. So, like,
Shouty Sandler.
love that man.
He's
a brilliant genius, and he's hot as fuck.
Hot piece of ass.
Hot piece of ace.
Okay, are you ready for trivia?
Yeah.
Some of these, as per usual, we've already gone over.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see. Okay, this one's kind of hard, actually.
Oh, no.
Name one of Happy's previous jobs you see in the opening montage. All you gotta do is name one.
Oh, didn't he work? I'm seeing like a uniform here. Didn't he work in like he worked with like cars or something?
Yeah, he was like, I think he was like a toll booth operator or something.
Like I saw
like.
Yeah, like a mechanic uniform. That's like what I'm seeing.
Are you thinking of the construction worker vest?
Maybe that's what it is. Was he a construction worker? Okay, maybe that's what it is. I see a uniform.
Yeah.
And he got...
Oh, he's a gas station attendant. That's what it was.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I knew that because I was thinking gas station attendants, my bays. I'm telling you.
Yes, common theme.
All right.
Okay, you get a bonus point if you can say the common theme he does at all these jobs.
Doesn't he like... Well, he gets fired from them all. But what he does to get fired?
Or just like, so he has this montage of all of his past jobs. And in
doesn't he
every
beat
single
people up
scene,
or
he's
something?
doing something.
I hate this. I can't remember.
I'll just tell you. So he takes whatever he's working with and like rides it, like humps it, essentially.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, so like when he's the gas station attendant, he's got the gun, he's like, yeah. Yeah. It's so funny. That's why later in the movie when he starts doing it to his golf club, you're like, oh yeah.
Oh, how did I not
and
even...
the PR is like, stop it.
I did not even notice that at all. That's so funny.
All right, question 2. What ended Chubb's golfing career?
Oh, he got his hand bitten off by an alligator.
Alligator bit my hand off.
A damn alligator bit my hand off.
Okay, can you name the 2 tragedies that befall the Mista lady at the nursing home?
Oh, no. I only remember the one, which is the air conditioner thingy fell on her.
You talked about it, though. Well, kind of.
What?
It's a common Sandler theme of people getting hit by...
Oh, a car. Yeah. Oh, it was the same lady. Yeah. Duh. Okay.
Because that's like your first hint that the nursing home is like a bad place. Because when he's driving his grandma to it, she jumps in front of the car and goes,
oh, that's...
Mista, get me out of here.
I did not put 2 and 2 together that it's the same lady.
Yeah. He goes, you know that Mr. lady? I think I just killed her.
Because I wasn't even talking about... when I said the car thing, I wasn't even talking about that scene. I was talking about later.
Hit, right, yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like, wait a second, there's multiple car accidents.
2. That's crazy. I did not even remember the first one until you brought it back up.
Nice.
That's so funny.
What is Happy's penalty for beating up Bob Barker? Or getting beat up by Bob Barker?
Oh, doesn't he get, like, suspended?
That's right. Suspended for a month. Okay, this one's kind of tough, too.
Uh-oh.
Who appears at the end of the movie above the grandma's house that he successfully won back?
Chubbs. The alligator. And there's somebody else.
I love the idea that the alligator went to heaven too.
I know. And it's, oh my god, it's someone random. It's not the Kiss guy. It's like somebody.
It's someone super random.
It is so random. I remember that. I'm just like, wait, what? It's not like a clown or something. What is it?
It's Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln, dang it. Oh, I wanted to write that down because I was like, that is so fucking good. Random as hell. So dang, I didn't do well on this one.
That's okay. It was your first time seeing it.
That's true. I have a really bad, I do not retain information well unless I like watch things more than once.
Or you like take notes of something.
Yep. But there you go.
Well, and I did find a which Happy Gilmore quiz are you?
Holy shit.
It's 7 questions, and it's on playbuzz.com.
Hey.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Say that the government wants to move your house to a different neighborhood and build a highway where it is now. What do you do? Listen to the government? Call someone? Insult them? Throw them out of your house?
Well, I'm not a big fan of just like following the rules. Kick him out of my house,
Kick
baby.
him out of here. You're kick his ass, Seabass.
Kick his ass, sea bass.
How popular are you? Very? Medium? Not at all.
I mean,
You know the
like
answer.
very?
Yes,
No.
very. Next.
Okay, I wasn't gonna say.
It's weird if you say it, so I'll say it for you.
Okay, but I'll say this. I feel like I do have a lot of haters too, though. So I
That's
think
part of being popular.
I'm lucky that people like me for some reason. But I do think I just have one of those personalities where like you either fucking love it or you fucking hate it, and there's really
all
not a
popular
lot.
people have haters.
That's true. That's true. You're right. And you know what? Your haters make you famous. Is that the quote?
They make you
I
stronger.
know. Anyway.
How do you earn money? Chores? Okay, this is only for children.
Amazing.
Okay, chores, winning, doesn't say what. Retired. Okay, so not for children. These answers all over the place. Popularity or what? Who gets money? Anyways, normal job is the last option.
Normal job. Okay.
Perfect. How often do you get angry? Frequently? Constant? Rarely? Occasionally?
I want you to answer this for me.
I wouldn't say constantly, but I'd say frequently.
I do Arthur fist it like a lot more than
Well,
I would like to
sometimes I'm
admit.
surprised at what a visceral reaction you have to things where you're like, what? And I'm like, oh no.
Okay. And I will say also that it's something that I've been working on for many years.
Yes.
And I'm trying not to be like, I don't think I have actual like anger issues necessarily, but like I do think I get really aggressive really quickly.
It's probably just like a place your brain wants to go to, but you're
Yeah.
getting better at being like, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, I think I do a really good job at like chilling out before it gets to that point where I'm like, you know, going way too ham. Stacy's like giggling quietly over here.
What do
Because
you think,
Stacy's
though?
seen me get like really mad really fast.
Like,
For
whoa.
like kind of, yeah, and you know what, it's happened a couple times in like episodes where I'm like listening where you're just like, I just feel like you're you're like aggressive right now, and I'm like, I don't mean to be. I'm like flipping
like
the
I'm gonna
table.
beat Roger Ebert and piss on his ashes. And I'm like, ah, no.
You're like, I'm scared, call my mom.
No, you've never gone that far.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yeah, what do you think? It's your personality quiz.
It's at how aggressive are you?
How often do you get angry? Frequently, constant, rarely, occasionally.
I will say I get annoyed frequently. Actually angry, not constantly. I don't know, it's hard. It's like between frequently and like occasionally. So
Which
for
one?
actual mad, which I think is what they're trying to say, I would say occasionally. So that's my answer.
Okay.
Although I think you're not wrong by saying frequently when it comes to me like shooting to like being annoyed and then me calming down.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, lady.
Why do you like winning? Money? I don't. Fame or fun?
I'm not like a hugely competitive person in general, but I'll say like I am competitive for like when it's fun.
Okay.
So I'll say fun.
Fun. What is your favorite food? Sandwich? Snacks? Seafood? Those are wild options.
Snacks. I would say seafood because sushi is my favorite food.
God, yes.
Like more than anything else in the world.
Okay, last question. What do you spend money on? Comfort, services, food, or houses?
Houses. No, food
These
for
options-
sure.
Okay. All right, calculating results. Another drum roll. Your grandma.
Yay!
It doesn't have any explanation.
Oh.
It's your grandma.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's because you're super sweet and you have amazing sweaters.
Thank you so much. I do my very best.
All right, I'm
Hell
passing
yeah.
this thing.
Incredible. I'm so excited. Okay. Find out which have you going here. Let me go.
It's thinking.
Hurry up, lady. I'm like,
on a
I
show.
get like really mad.
We're doing this live. We're not.
Kind of just stuck.
Maybe you have to refresh.
Yeah, I will do that. I'm gonna go back and then go back forward. Uh-oh, it's frozen.
Oh no, Playbuzz, what you doing?
What you doing in these streets?
Embarrassing me in front of my friends. Let me see if maybe I could send you the link.
Okay, I'm just exiting out of some of your windows here. Maybe that'll help. Well, not exiting out, but you know. Nope, didn't help.
Let me try turning off the Wi-Fi right quick.
Okay, my dear.
That does it. All right, I think we're good.
Yes. Okay. Say that the government wants to move your house to a different neighborhood and build a highway where it is now. What do you do? Listen to the government, call someone, insult them, or throw them out of your house?
It can be a combo of calling someone and insulting them, but I'll go with calling.
Okay. How popular are you? Very.
What do you think?
Very.
Oh, wow.
Everyone loves Stacy.
Thanks.
It's true. Very hard.
Well, I also have my haters, and if you listen to this, fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you too. I think, honestly, if you have a lot of haters, for the most part, you're doing something right.
That's right.
How do you earn money? Chores? Winning?
Chores.
Retired? The way
These options are so weird.
Chores, winning, retired, popularity, and a different
There's a lot of that
line,
coming up.
or a normal job.
I guess a normal job. I'm such a loser.
Winning. How often do you get angry? Frequently, constant, rarely, or occasionally?
See, I was gonna say occasionally, but what do you think?
I don't think I see you get angry a lot. I do see you get like passionate a lot, like you, and it's usually when you're trying to like stick up for someone or something. But I don't think
but I wouldn't say I'm like angry. I'm
No.
just, like,
I don't see you get angry a lot. Like,
just rarely.
yeah, I would say rarely for you.
Luckily, anger is not a natural emotion for me. And I think so much of it is that, like, you're just, like, genetically disposed to stuff. Like, you know, it's like we have
I
very
agree.
little control over all this stuff at the end of the day, over our impulses. But what matters is how we react to them.
Exactly. I was gonna say, it is well within my family. Like, everyone has anger issues.
Let's say, so I'm just, like, lucky that I didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, because your
So,
parents aren't. I don't think I've
They're
ever really
fully
seen them
not
angry before.
They're, like, never angry.
Yeah,
which is
they're
great.
very chill. Why do you like winning? Money? I don't. Fame or fun?
I'd say fun too. Like, I think so something I've noticed in my life is people think I'm really competitive, which I find shocking because I'm not at
You're
all.
not competitive.
Like, I don't give a fuck. But I think what it is I think it's super fun to smack talk.
Me too.
Like, especially about dumb shit that
Yes.
doesn't matter. And I think people think like I mean it and that I'm competitive, but I'm like, no, this is just fun.
I'm the same as you because
like,
I'm
I don't
really
actually give a fuck.
no. But the fun part is talking shit. That's why, like, when I'm playing, you know, softball or like whatever, I'm talking
Video
a lot of
games,
shit.
board games or whatever. It's just like it's fun.
Yeah, but if we fucking win, cool. If we lose, cool. Like, it literally
Right.
doesn't matter.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, we should have. Like, no, I don't. I truly do not care.
Yeah, and the only time that I hate when we lose is like if I'm with a team or something that is like horrible sports, and then I'm just like, dude, chill.
Right,
Like, why
like,
do you
yeah,
give
I
a
don't
fuck,
care.
bruh?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm the same as you. What is your favorite food? Sandwich, snacks, or seafood? And those are your only three options.
I'm gonna say snacks.
Yes. Yeah, you're a big
love
snack
snacks.
girl,
love
which I love
snacks.
about you. What do you spend money on? Comfort, services, quote, whatever that means, food, or houses? Multiple.
I'd say services because I love a massage. I love a facial. I love getting my toenails done.
That's true. I love that about you. Okay, it's calculating. You're Happy Gilmore.
What?
Yeah.
I hate that there's no description.
Yes,
It's
it's just,
there
there
you
you
are.
go. Suck on it.
So we're Happy Gilmore and Grandma.
I love
Best
that.
of friends. Besties.
You're trying to save me.
I want you to keep your house that Grandpa built with his bare hands.
Exactly. My husband, R.I.P. King.
There's a good line where he's like, I gotta get my grandma's house back. My grandpa built it with his bare hands. And then the PR lady's like, do you think Grandma wants that house, or do you think she wants to see her grandson succeed?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what?
And he goes, maybe I could have both. And that's when he thinks of the cool bet that Shooter McGavin totally honors.
Which is weird, because that type of guy would be such a dick about it.
Who hired somebody to hit him with a car, but he's a man of his word.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, we all have our faults. No, but overall, I did really like the movie.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I think it totally deserved to be top 2.
I really like the movie.
Okay, I will not go that far.
I wouldn't personally, but I do like it. And I was fully expecting it. Well, not that I was expecting it these days to be boring, but like anything with golf, I'm like, because golf is just
very uninteresting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But good call.
Yeah.
Good call, you guys. Thank you so much for allowing it to be top 4 so that we could review it. And yeah, we just love you so much.
I love you, and next time we'll be doing our last of the top 4, which is Wedding Singer.
That's right. And it's going to prepare us for next month's theme, which we will talk about next episode, baby.
Post-haste.
What would you say?
We'll talk about it post-haste.
Post-haste.
Which is a phrase that people don't use anymore, which they
we should. We need to bring it back.
Bring it back,
Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all.
That's from old school Pitbull.
Exactly.
People who don't know.
You already feel me, you know what I'm saying?
Before he was Mr. Worldwide.
And now he's Mr. Worldwide, but we could still bring it back. All right. But we love you guys so much.
We love you. Have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day and week, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye-bye.
Love you, bye.
Thank you to our producer Brent for his editing skills, and to Grady for our delightful theme song.
If you have questions for us or would like to advertise with us, please email us at blockbusterwives@gmail.com.
And as always, please rate, subscribe, and tell all your friends about us.
We love you.